I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type.
Apparently, Travis Hunter isn't just dodging tackles on the field. He's out here sidestepping a marriage blitz where it is. His sudden exit from the Jaguars has less to do with playbooks and more to do with pillow talk. And let's just say, fans think Lyanna may have been running her own two-a-days with a teammate.
Never post when y'all have problems.
Okay.
And be honest. Always.
Okay.
Always be honest.
I feel it. You got the ring on right now?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Now, instead of X's and O's, the timeline's full of DNA test memes. Twitter lawyers are so confused, they've already thrown their gavels at the wall. Meanwhile, one actual divorce attorney saw the chaos and basically said, bet. Every single rookie from the 2025 draft, all 200 plus of you, gets a free prenup on me. Brew turned heartbreak into a Shark Tank pitch. And honestly, he's not wrong. NFL players have the shelf life of an avocado, short, expensive, and rotten way faster than you think.
Travis Hunter is cooked. NFL training camp hasn't even started yet, and she's already building her case to get that bag and get out of there.
That's why their contracts are stacked up front. Cash today, drama tomorrow. Hunter's mess just proves the point. Sometimes the most dangerous play on the field is marriage. Because let's face it, tearing your ACL hurts, but catching your teammate in your kitchen hurts different. Getting married in your peak earning years without a prenup is basically like running a naked reverse flea flicker in the Super Bowl. Bold? Sure. Smart? Not a chance.
You had no girl, so why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. Talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl.
Out of 8 billion people on Earth, you picked one, skipped the paperwork, and called it love? That's not romance. That's financial Russian roulette. Enter trusted prenup trademark. Yes, the Netflix for avoiding alimony payments. The co-founder himself is out here preaching the gospel. Prenups aren't just for first-round draft picks or billionaire tech bros. They're for everyone from accountants to Uber drivers to that one cousin who swears his SoundCloud's about to pop off. Normalizing prenups is the real marriage insurance policy.
Yeah, my boy been that work. Ain't no way.
But, oh, the drama doesn't stop there. The timing? Messier than a fumbled snap in overtime. This wasn't some polished press conference with a carefully worded statement. Nope, fans say it feels sudden, raw, and painfully personal. The whispers online aren't about routes and records. They're about embarrassment. The kind that makes a locker room go dead silent and side eyes turn lethal. And because the internet never sleeps, old clips are crawling back out of the archives like undead skeletons. Shady whispers are growing louder. And let's be real, this marriage already had cracks showing in public. PSA, never post cryptic breakup quotes when you're famous. Ever. We can see through the "he's my rock" captions just as clearly as the "men ain't TikToks" 2 weeks later. Moral of the story? Be honest, be transparent, and for the love of God, get the prenup before you get the jersey.
The first thing that ever stood out to me about Travis was that he never tried to change me at all. So like I said, I met him in college. He was in high school, and I obviously I was in the middle of outgrowing partying, but I still partied a lot. And I don't know if y'all know this, but he doesn't drink at all. Even though he's legal to drink, he doesn't drink. And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink. And I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside partying, and then take us home.
Again, I still hope that all goes well for Travis Hunter. You know, I really do. I still hope that he has counsel around him.
You got the ring on right now? No, I don't. Dang, that's not tea. That's a 4-alarm kitchen fire. Look, NFL trades are like Starbucks orders. They happen daily, nobody blinks. Guys chase checks, better weather, or just a chance to actually touch the ball. That's business as usual. But Travis Hunter? Whole different soap opera. This man was hyped as the Jaguars' future face of the franchise, the golden boy, the smiley draft day poster child. Now he's packing his locker like it's a midnight eviction. Yeah, that's not business, that's personal. But instead, dead air. No tweets, no Instagram story with a sad song lyric, Not even a thanks Duval graphic. That's scarier than a fourth quarter blitz. In the NFL, silence doesn't whisper, it screams. And fans? Oh, they've gone full FBI. Reddit threads that read like FBI case files.
Respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But
TikToks with conspiracy voiceovers and red circles on blurry screenshots. Twitter's basically turned into a courtroom complete with exhibits and witness testimony. Because when a guy goes from draft day smiles to vanishing without a word, everyone knows the truth. This ain't about touchdowns. This ain't about stats. This is about something messier, juicier, and way more dramatic. And the wildest part, Travis leaving might just be the calmest chapter of this story. Buckle up. This isn't football anymore. This is a telenovela in cleats. The internet right now, it's less football Twitter and more FBI task force with Wi-Fi. Reddit's running like a 24-hour surveillance van, TikTok's stitching clips like it's a Netflix docuseries, and Twitter's basically Judge Judy with memes.
Gets ready to make you a great woman. You'll know he's gonna make you great by how you suffer.
And through all the chaos, one theory refuses to die. This isn't about stats. This isn't about touchdowns. This is about Travis Hunter's personal life, specifically a rumor so messy it makes reality TV look tame. Word is, one of his own teammates might have crossed the ultimate line with his wife, Lyanna. And if that's true, forget bad luck. We're talking betrayal so deep it could nuke a career before halftime. Enter James Sexton, the divorce lawyer who's been everywhere. Huberman, Lex Fridman, Flagrant 2. This man's resume is basically professional third wheel with legal paperwork. After dropping his offer to give every single 2025 NFL rookie a free prenup, a few rookies actually hit him up. Smart? Absolutely. Legendary marketing move? Oh, 100%. My guy turned another man's scandal into a TED Talk on protecting the bag.
Girl, like, bro, I feel the same pain that she feels. We're inseparable, bro. We with each other. Like, she hurting, of course I'm gonna be hurting. If I'm hurting, of course she gonna be hurting.
Because let's be real, prenups shouldn't just be for A-list celebs or first-round picks. They're for everyone. Your cousin, your neighbor, even that guy who swears he's just one crypto pump away. Love is beautiful, but so is keeping your house when the honeymoon phase fumbles. For us, signing a prenup should be as routine as signing your W-2S. Like, you're already autographing half a forest of paperwork when you get married, why not toss in one extra sheet that decides where the money goes if it all blows up? Easy. Efficient? Saves you from arguing about who gets the air fryer in 10 years. Instead, people take the least rational emotion humans have ever experienced, love, and tie it directly to the most tangible thing they've ever worked for money. That's like handing your heart to Cupid and your bank account to a slot machine. And then, when it all implodes, you're basically begging a random judge with a receding hairline to decide your financial destiny. Oh yeah, perfect plan. And let's not even start on the real stakes. Taxes, real estate, retirement accounts, family assets. Folks really out here saying, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, cool, except that bridge is made of wet cardboard and fire ants. What could possibly go wrong? Which brings us back to Travis Hunter. The man's basically marrying at 15 years old with $50 million in the bank. Bro, that's not a wedding. That's an obstacle course stretching from now until death. Odds are something goes south way before the finish line, and honestly, at this point, it might already be too late. Because the gossip mill, it leveled up. At first it was just vague hints and cryptic comments like, check the roster, or look who she's been hanging with. But then, it got messy. Fans stopped playing coy. Names started dropping on Reddit, TikTok, Twitter, and suddenly this wasn't subtle shade anymore. It was a full-blown public investigation. Think true crime doc, but with cleats, wedding rings, and a lot of side-eyeing in the locker room. The whispers? They're saying one of Travis's own teammates went way beyond locker room buddy with Lyanna. And the way fans describe it, you don't even need dialogue. Just the look on people's faces tells the whole messy story. But here's the kicker. Nobody's confirming a thing. Jaguars front office, radio silence. Travis, ghosted. Lyanna, poof, vanished off social media like she hit the witness protection program. The only breadcrumb left is an old interview where Lyanna swore she keeps her marriage strong by not letting Instagram or Twitter dictate it. Cute, wholesome, inspiring. Except silence in 2025 doesn't kill a rumor. It feeds it. And the internet? Oh, they're feasting. Then came the gasoline on the fire, that resurfaced clip. The one from months back, showing Lyanna leaning in close, chatting a little too comfortably with a certain Jaguars player. That video is back in circulation, and people are breaking it down frame by frame like it's the Zapruder film. I mean, you've got Reddit detectives slowing it to 0.25 speed, TikTok captions reading, "Watch his hand placement," Twitter threads with courtroom-style evidence charts. Absolute chaos. But here's where it stings for fans. If the player in that clip is the same one being named in the current rumor mill, then this isn't new drama. This is old tea that's just been reheated tension that's been simmering for months, maybe even bleeding into practices, meetings, and games. All those awkward vibes people noticed but couldn't explain, they might not have been random at all. This wasn't a surprise explosion. It was a ticking time bomb sitting in the locker room, waiting for the right moment to go off. At first, it was little red flags. Whispers about practice feeling off, that gut-level weirdness you can't explain but everybody senses. Fans swore they could feel the tension through the TV screen. And then the patterns started stacking. Teammates who used to laugh it up with Travis suddenly weren't kicking it like that anymore. The banter? Gone. The camaraderie? Vanished overnight like someone cut the Wi-Fi. Press conferences didn't help either. The energy was stiff. Awkward, cautious, like everyone was dancing around a massive elephant in Jaguars teal. Nobody said a word about drama, but the body language, man, it's screaming louder than a ref's whistle. And Travis himself, different, distant. He's not joking on the sidelines, not dapping up the boys. Half the time he's standing by himself, scanning the field like his brain's miles away. If the rumor about a teammate and Lyanna holds even a shred of truth, it explains everything. Imagine trying to run drills, fly city to city, and share a locker room with someone you don't even want to make eye contact with. That's not tension, that's pure exhaustion. And once fans connected those dots, whew, this stopped being football coverage and turned into straight-up soap opera. Forget HBO, this is Bravo with helmets on, because if the locker room's already tense, you know the home life isn't exactly candlelit dinners and cozy movie nights. Those oops didn't mean to say I love you slip-ups. That's not small talk, that's the kind of messy emotional static that follows you everywhere. It doesn't clock out after practice. It rides in the passenger seat, it sits at the dinner table, it's lurking 3 rows up in the stands. And fans they've been watching, they don't miss a frame. That wedding clip, the one where Travis leans in and Lyanna turns her head away so quick it looked like a dodge drill. Yeah, people screenshotted that one, froze it, zoomed in, then later a game day shot. The two of them sitting together, tight smiles, having that low-volume couples argument. Not dramatic, no screaming match, just the clipped, sharp back and forth every couple knows too well, the kind that hurts worse because you're pretending everything's fine in public. Now stack those moments against the teammate whispers, add in the complete blackout on their Instagram feeds. Suddenly, the coincidences start to feel like a pattern. Not hard evidence, but definitely smoke. And where there's smoke, the internet's already writing the wildfire script. For Travis, every rep at practice probably comes with a side order of, what's the rumor now? For Lyanna, every time she shows her face, it's another round of uninvited body language analysis by people with too much Wi-Fi and free time. And before anyone says it's all a reach, these are just the things fans already spotted, archived, and whispered about. The receipts were always there. People just weren't ready to connect the dots. Until now. This isn't the kind of chaos that kicks down the door and screams, "It's over!" Nah, this is the kind that lingers in the corners, whispering, "Something's not right." And whispers, they're way scarier than shouts. The thing about slow burns is they don't detonate overnight. They simmer, they creep, and by the time the smoke's visible, the fire's already been chewing through the walls for months. That's exactly how Travis and Lyanna's whole vibe started looking to fans. At first it was tension they seemed to be muscling through, but then the cracks turned into shifts you couldn't unsee, especially in him. This was the guy who used to be everywhere pop-up charity events, laughing with friends in public, dropping into fan meetups just to shake hands, posting goofy off-field clips that made him feel like more than a star, like someone you actually knew. Now, Nothing. No casual sightings, no fun off-season footage, no relaxed moments. The Travis people recognized basically went into witness protection, and on the rare occasion he did show up somewhere, it wasn't the same. No Lyanna on his arm, no light smile, just that distant, distracted stare like his body was in the room, but his head was stuck 1,000 miles away. That's when the whispers flipped. It stopped being, maybe he's beefing with one teammate, and started sounding like, maybe he's avoiding entire situations, whole rooms, because he doesn't want the side eyes or the questions. And the timing? Messy. Right as Travis started fading from the public eye, chatter about him and Lyanna started peaking online. Fans were begging for him to jump in, post something lighthearted, crack a joke, even drop a subtle "we're good" story. But instead, he did nothing. Absolute silence. And in 2025, silence doesn't kill a rumor, it feeds it. In this era, silence is oxygen. And the internet? Oh, it's already lit the match. At first, it felt like smoke. Then the smoke turned into patterns. And before long, the patterns started looking like a decision. Fans swore you could see it in his face. Travis wasn't just pulling back from Lyanna, he was pulling back from the team. The distance stopped feeling random. It looked deliberate, like every step away was part of a choice already made. And then came the rumor that flipped everything from drama to slow-motion implosion. Supposedly, Travis and the teammate at the center of this mess weren't just keeping things cool in public, they were full-on avoiding each other's existence. No eye contact. No casual, good game. Not even a token dap. It was like they'd each drawn chalk lines around themselves and said, "Cross it if you want problems." That kind of tension, it doesn't just sit quietly in the background, it leaks into everything. And the fans, oh, they noticed. Suddenly, every sideline cam, every practice clip, every grainy warm-up video was being clipped, slowed down, zoomed in, and dissected like evidence in a courtroom. Twitter threads turned into case files. TikTok edits started looking like police interrogations. And the more people studied it, the more they swore they saw. Travis wasn't just avoiding a teammate, he was avoiding any frame that might put them together. Warm-up lines, always at the other end. Huddles, shifted over, team stretches, a subtle slide away. And on the field, the vibe bled into the actual plays. Miscommunications where there used to be chemistry, missed connections that no one wanted to admit were personal. Commentators couldn't say it outright. Nobody wants to turn a broadcast into TMZ, but you could hear it in their voices. That half-second pause, that vague explanation, the careful phrasing, like they were tiptoeing around the elephant in a helmet. And off the field, the silence wasn't easing up. It was only getting louder. A vacuum, pulling in speculation, fueling the fire, making it impossible to ignore. This didn't feel like a bad week. It felt like the unraveling of a season, maybe even a career happening in real time. Normally, this is the part where an athlete jumps on Instagram with the classic playbook, a block out the noise caption, a corny Drake lyric, or the all-purpose smiling couple pic that says, "See, we're fine." But Travis? Nah, nothing. The confrontation. Sources swore it went down after practice, off the official radar. No leaks of the words exchanged, but let's be real. With all the rumors swirling, it doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to figure out the topic. At this point, the question isn't if Travis is leaving, it's how does he slip out quietly in the off-season, let the story die a slow death? Or does he detonate the league with an exit so loud ESPN has to run emergency coverage for 2 weeks straight? Because right now, Travis isn't saying a word. Lyanna's gone full stealth mode. The Jaguars' front office is buttoned up tighter than Fort Knox, which leaves us with only one way forward. Somebody, somewhere, eventually breaks. And when that day comes, the transfer won't even be the headline. The reason will. And trust me, that's the part the NFL absolutely is not ready for. So let's throw it back to you. What do you think really went down between Travis, Lyanna, and that mystery teammate? Did the cracks start months ago, or was it all one big explosion nobody saw coming? Drop your theories in the comments. And hey, if you've been vibing with this deep dive, don't just lurk. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're locked in for every twist, turn, and tunnel moment update. Because